Well, good morning, everybody. Looks that's a nice sign. Well, I'm interested to see everybody's feedback about the PokeFest, what everybody thought about it. Yesterday was a pretty good day of grabbing stuff. I think today it ends at 3 o'clock for the big grab. So, one thing I could say about this is that Niantic has sold a lot of red Pokeballs. There's a lawnmower over there. We'll walk beyond it. So, out and about by the local gym. Well, I don't have too many red balls. I'll show you what I got here. I got rare candies, quite a few. A few red balls, mostly grape balls. That has to do with the plus. A lot of berries and a lot of golden raspberries. I still have a whole bunch of those things. So, been hard to keep the red balls. I think I'm over in this gym. I haven't made this gym gold yet. We've got nothing but berries, so I can feed this. It's strange now that he used to stop, but it still lets me feed him more. So, you know, I've got 80 berries. I keep getting 10 pops for it every time. So 10 of those is equal to getting into the gym. It eventually has a ceiling to it, but it does take some time. But you can move to the next guy. That's me. So you can spend out most of your berries in a gym just getting the plus 10s. I mean, you do get starters for it, which is nice. You know, yesterday I played some, but I didn't see maybe walking distance. You level up quite a bit, your eggs, but everything else didn't seem to jump out at me as being great. There is a bunch of Pokemon out there. You know, the gush of Pokemon, this is how the game should be. It shouldn't be sporadic. I think Niantic, I'll start talking about Niantic when some people get into the feed. But with Niantic, you know, I just watched Trainer Tips video, and I don't really want to diss him, but it's good to be the king. I mean, those common folk that stood outside the gate waiting 3 hours to get inside the event, an event that only lasted for 7 hours, that spent thousands of dollars getting there. Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, when VIP people get to walk right in and do what they want, I don't think they can really speak for anybody else. You know, I'm going to do a video on Trainer Tips video, you know, give a synopsis on it, but you know, his stance on the whole thing was Niantic was trying to do the best they could, Well, you know, there's no excuse for what Niantic did out there. And I assume Niantic will get sued by many, many people for negligence, for the things that they did. So, I mean, having 20,000 people inside of a park and not putting any additional Wi-Fi, there's no excuse for that. I mean, everybody knows. I mean, look at the Apple events and everybody else having big events. They always bring in their own Wi-Fi. Especially when Niantic has got to relate. Oop, I just spent a ton here. I didn't want to spend that much. Especially when Niantic has a relationship with Sprint. They should have just brought in Wi-Fi for the whole event. Everybody would have been happy with that. So there was no excuse for that. See how much is over here at the red. I'll knock this guy out. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to have 20,000 people sitting in a park, one, it was too big. They had too many people at the park. That thing could have turned really ugly, especially if there would have been a catastrophic event. Then they have one entrance in and out. You got to think about all the stadiums that you've ever been to. Any stadium that has a mass amount of people, they have multiple entrances and exits. There is fire codes that regulate how many entrances and exits that they need. But Niantic decides to have one entrance. You know, and especially when they realized one entrance wasn't going to work, they should have just built some other entrances. They should just move some people around. So there was no excuse for that. Some smart people moving quickly should have been able to handle that problem. But the other part about downloading or the wireless service and everything, they should have seen that from the Apple events, that they just can't handle that kind of load. They should have came in and put in their own Wi-Fi, or at least a Wi-Fi that could handle that load. And especially if they have the relationship with Sprint, how could they not do that? That didn't make any sense. So, I mean, the negligence part is that they have one entrance coming in and out of that place. That's unacceptable. You know. The other thing is that they knew there was going to be a heavy load. Even if they went to the cell people and they said that they should be able to cover, the cell people are not going to back all that. I finally leveled this guy up quite a bit. I suppose I have more I could do. I haven't really used him as a fighter, so I'm curious to see how well he does. Well, he took a big hit there. So what else about Niantic? Well, they should have had more entrances and exits into the park, just for safety reasons. Once they realized they had a huge 3-hour wait, they should have opened up more entrances to the park. Even if they didn't need turnstiles, they could have just made simple barricades and just walked people through. So that would have handled the delay of people getting into the park. The other thing about the bad cell, they should have hardwired Wi-Fi into the place. There's no excuse for that. They should have hardwired Wi-Fi into the place that could handle the load. Should have been able to handle 30,000, 1.5 of the load in made sure that everybody had cell or Wi-Fi. Especially when they were working with Sprint. That's ridiculous that they didn't do that with Sprint. I mean, Sprint could have put in a ton of Wi-Fi. I mean, they had the resources there. It just, the problem is that Niantic heads aren't very smart. They don't know how to put on an event. And that's the other problem, is they should have had a large event planner handle the whole production. So, I mean, Niantic is going to get their asses sued for this deal. And rightfully they should. They were negligent in the majority of the event. Let's see how many of these I can use. I should try to see if I can use anything else. That's strange, it still takes them. Isn't that strange? Kind of like a endless, am I getting, yeah, I'm still getting the 10 pop. Let's see if I can get used to it. Too bad it doesn't show, nope, that's it. Very happy. What did it say? I missed what it said. So these gyms, the gyms I'm surrounded by right now, well, they're almost peaked out. I got that one. I got that one down there. I don't know. You guys send me comments. Tell me what you think about the event. I'm glad I wasn't at the event. Spending half your time standing at a gate with no cell reception. Oh my God. And then for trainer tips to get on there. For Nick to get up there and do that video, he should have said, listen, I didn't share that experience. I was a VIP. I didn't have to stand in the line for 3.5 hours with people. And people were pissed because they had to stand in 3.5 hours, didn't have any cell reception, there was no Wi-Fi, and the event sucked. You know, this is the problem with Niantic. Niantic, they wanted to, their greed. Niantic's greed is the problem. That they don't think of the well-being of people that are playing the game. They're just thinking about how to turn a dime here. And the problem is, thinking about how to turn a dime on this event, is that they're going to get screwed. People are going to sue them left and right for this, for the catastrophic failure of this event. Niantic shouldn't have, should have had it in an open area, you know? Niantic's got to realize these events for Pokemon, it's a world game. It's not an event game. And also doing the events are dangerous. You really have to know how to do an event. If you don't know how to do the event, you're just going to get yourself screwed. And that's what happened to Niantic. They got themselves screwed by doing the event. And the best thing about this, well, also, what Niantic did here, they made a huge mistake. They should have had the event on Friday, and then people would play on Saturday and Sunday. People would buy. This game is really about buying Pokeballs. That's what this is. Candy Crush was simply designed. Hang on here. All right, you got to think about this. This thing is a game designed to make money. That's it. That's all it is. And the sad thing about this is that this is a game. The sad thing about this is a game that's sitting on a server, not on your phone. So when Niantic turns off the server, the game's over. You'll never be able to save this thing. And that's the saddest thing about this, is that people, they'll never be able to show this game to anybody later on, years down the road. Because this whole game sits on the server, not on your phone. All right. Should I play this guy or not? I don't know. I'm having a hard time keeping the red balls. I don't know how everybody else is keeping the balls. Yeah, I really don't have that many. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I have some guys that just came back. Oh, this guy just got knocked out. I just put him in. That's funny. Oh, let's cover some guys, revive some guys. Yeah, I feel bad for Niantic that they're not smart enough to realize how to do this properly. You know, since they turned this thing on, I really haven't seen any great stuff. Yeah, I'm going to run out of balls pretty quick. So the other thing about Niantic, they should have had Wi-Fi at the location. Should have had Wi-Fi at the location. Should have had multiple entrances at the location. Should have been able to anticipate the load on the cell. And they should have been able to anticipate the load on the crowd. Like I said, they're lucky there wasn't a catastrophic event that happened, because those people would have all died inside that event area. So, you know, an event like that, you can't, Niantic just doesn't have the skill set to handle a large event, nor should they attempt to. And somehow they think that these large events is what's going to make the game great. Well, good luck with that. You know, Niantic, try not to control the crowd. You don't have the skill set to control a crowd. Try not to do events for the crowd. You're just going to make it worse for yourself. Try to make the game still worldwide. You know, and if you're going to do an event, try to make it in a city, because they can do that. They can extend it. They can make it 10 miles out. They can make it covering a large mass area. I'm going to head over to another location, the pretty popular location. So I'll go there, check it out. So yeah, what I was saying was they should have had the event on Friday so people could play on Saturday and Sunday than having people play on Sunday and Monday. I mean, they screwed themselves out of selling a gazillion red balls by today not being Sunday. That's the problem, is they just don't have people thinking about the game. This is the cash cow. People buying the red balls are the cash cow. You know? And by having the game on a day where people are working, it doesn't help them. So, all this to make the game enjoyable for the world and enjoyable for everybody else. Niantic's got not a clue about how to do this and make it good for everybody else, which is really the shame of the whole deal. That their inability to anticipate anything about the game, about large events, about their players. You know, players would have loved to play Saturday and Sunday on the game, you know, and bring in the hordes of Pokemon and level up and do all that. But instead, Niantic does it Saturday and Monday. At Niantic, I don't think they realize that the game for them is selling red balls. And the next thing to talk about is the legendaries. So yeah, I played in some of the legendary battles. We beat the legendary, but they're unattainable to catch. No one wants to play legendaries and not catch them. That's ridiculous, Niantic. They're not that strong. You can't leave them in the gym. Let people catch them. I mean, people come out to catch these things, and you got the catch rate so small on it. I mean, if you have 1 in 100, 1 in the 50 chance, people don't want to spend $1 on one of those tickets to fight. You know, that's just Niantic. You're screwing people. Stop screwing people. Let them understand Candy Crush. Candy Crush, whenever somebody spends something, they got rewarded. Niantic, when people spend money, reward them. How hard is it for you guys to understand the concept of gameplay? People are spending money, let them be rewarded. Don't make it impossible. Especially Niantic, you just had a trove of people come out to play the game. A trove of people on Saturday or Sunday to come out and play the game. You rewarded them with Pokemon, but you made money selling them the balls, right? Which is great. But then you put legendaries in front of them, and you don't let them catch them. People they get disappointed with that bullshit. You can't do that to people, and that's Trainer Tip should have talked about that. And more people should be talking about that. Is the bullshit about Niantic screwing people. Hey man, welcome to the stream. I'm ranting. I'm doing an effective job of ranting about Pokemon. I'm ranting about the legendaries. That Niantic makes it impossible for people to catch legendaries, even when they beat the gym. And I was talking about that Niantic screwed this up because they should have let people fight or received the awards on Saturday and Sunday when everybody didn't have work, when people were out and about. I think I'm all out of red balls. I'm stopping for a sec here. Bear with me as I stop. Okay, I'm back. Looks like the stream is falling down a little bit. It should improve in a second. I don't think I have any red balls right now. Like I said, they're hard to keep. Ooh, that's hot. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, you know, it was 20,000 people, you know, versus the whole world. So, I suppose, you know, that's how it goes. How could Niantic make it right with those guys? Boy, I don't know. If Niantic started paying those guys for their losses, I don't think they could. I don't think they could afford it. Once they pay one guy, they got to pay him. So no, I don't know on that one. And for the rest of the world playing the game, I just think they made a mistake about having people play the 2 days on Sunday and Monday. It just didn't make any sense. You wanted the people to play it on the weekend, you know, so people can enjoy it. They can do something with it. Having them play it just on Sunday and getting screwed on Monday, that doesn't make any sense. So that didn't make any sense for Niantic to do that. So was it a success for the world? One day you can let everybody catch a bunch of Pokemon and level up. I mean, you sell a whole bunch of red balls. You screw them on the legendaries. You know. I mean, is that the carrot in front of the donkey here? The legendaries. You don't let people catch them. You let people have to buy and buy and buy. You know? Is that what it's about for Niantic? It's sad if it is, you know? It's sad if Niantic thinks that the game is better for people if they have to buy and buy just to be able to fight in the gyms and never give them a legendary. Because I fought 2 legendaries, and I threw excellent throws, and I still wasn't able to catch them. So, you know, and I sat there with maybe the hit rate is 1 in 20. You know, so are you gonna buy 20 gyms with legendaries just to get a legendary, and then level it up to 20 something? I don't know. I think it's kind of sad. I think it's kind of sad and it's kind of cheap. So these gyms where you have to buy to get into them, and then you have to have 15 players playing with you. It works in the city, but it doesn't work anywhere else. And the hot days were Sunday. So you're still not going to, I mean, Sunday I saw people out, but it was nothing like last year. And if you demand that the legendaries need 15 people to take them down, it's just, there's not that many people. And they would have had a hell of a problem. But for the rest of the world, well, it's going to drop off come Tuesday. Go back to the normal, no Pokemon, no selling red balls, all that. Hey, thanks, welcome. Yeah, I can watch your stream. Just leave a comment and I'll watch your stream. If the stream has got a bad reception right now, it's going to improve. I'm moving right now. So I was talking about Niantic and what can they do to make this better. That's funny. People come into the stream then they leave the stream after they just leave a statement saying, go to their stream. Well, if I'm doing a stream right now, I'm not going to go to their stream. I'm doing a stream. And they write to, if you're going to jump into a stream and say, go to my stream, well, leave it so people can read your comment, So what can Niantic do here? What is their solution to the problem? Well, they've already done one thing, is they released legendaries, which they had no choice. They had to release legendaries. No matter what the numbers were, see, all that number stuff was bullshit anyways. They were going to release them anyways. I mean, the model for making money is to release legendaries over the weekend. I mean, that's how it was. So no matter what it was, they were going to still release legendaries. Then the other thing about what can Niantic do? They're going to capture rate for legendaries. They're going to change that substantially. So if you fight 3 legendaries, you're going to catch one of them. So they'll change that. So the capture rate, they're going to improve dramatically. And that's going to take them a month to figure that out. Once they realize everything's dropped, once they realize next week that their big kickoff doesn't hold, I mean, Niantic, you should have left things hot and heavy for, instead of being days, it should have been weeks. You should have left it hot and heavy for 2 weekends at least, maybe 3 weekends for people. But Niantic doesn't understand that this game really is about, for them, buying red balls, keeping people in the game. That's the golden rule with Candy Crush. Keep people playing. Reward people for the time that they play, and reward people for the money that they spend. Niantic, how did you not figure out how to reward people for spending money? It's ridiculous. And having somebody beat a gym and not giving them a substantial reward, that doesn't help them. Sure, the rare candies are okay, but everybody's going to save the rare candies for the legendaries. They want to level them up. And then not being able to put a legendary inside of a gym. Listen, if you're making legendaries top out at 3,000, there's no reason why they shouldn't be in the gyms. There's no reason. I'd love to sit in those meetings at Niantic and listen to these guys stumble over themselves with no common sense. Well, it was nice to see a lot of activity yesterday, at the parks. But like I said, I couldn't hold on to red balls. Even standing next to Pokestops that were dumping, and also Niantic, you changed the Pokestops release of red balls. I mean, everybody could tell. I mean, that was cheap. There's less red balls coming out of the stops. I don't know. The terrible PR that they got from the Go Fest is a big issue. So, I don't know how Niantic's gonna... but the big deal is that people, they're just not gonna get the rewards that they wanted from the game. And they're already gone after one day. Niantic, you gave people one-day rewards. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. You just had people go play for one day, and then you pulled the game from them. Look at that. I just got two items from a stop. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. I don't even think I have any balls left. 6. And yesterday, I think I saw 2 Drattinis. They should have had a ton of stuff out there. Ton of Drattinis out there. So. Expect Niantic to change the game. They're going to have to change the capture rate on legendaries because people are all going to get pissed about it. And they're going to have to increase the amount of drop or the amount of activity from the Pokemon. I don't know. They had their grand opening, and they splurged it for one day. That was it. One day, big grand opening, big return to the game deal, and it came and went with just one day. Why would you do that to yourself, Niantic? Why would you spend all that, do all that, get all that PR, and kill it for one day? It's just ridiculous. You guys should have figured it out. You guys should have figured out that you should have given people a month, 3 weeks to come back to the game. Instead, you gave people 1 day to come back to the game. It's just not smart. It's just not smart enough. All right. The phone's kind of hot. Oh God, they're ripping up the square. Let's see what I got here. Yeah, there's nobody here. I should do a new, I'll do a new stream. I close that one down and do a new stream. Other legendaries?
Yeah, over at the Edinburgh building.
Huh? Have you guys caught anything from legendaries today? Here?
Sorry?
Have you guys caught anything from legendaries here?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
How many legendaries have there been?
He got, my nephew got a Lugia.
Okay.
It was over at the library.
Okay.
Other than that, that's the only one that's been up so far today.
What was the capture rate on that legendary?
I don't know what he caught that. I don't know what his was.
Was it better than yesterday?
No.
Yeah. Yesterday's capture rate was pretty harsh.
Yeah, it's been harsh. It was harsh. So we had 20 people, and I think 2 of us caught it.
Yeah.
People caught it.
Well, 1 out of 10 isn't bad.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So yeah.
We were hitting them left and right yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of each. Well, one of each, and then.
Did you max it out?
Yeah.
What did it go up to? 2,800.
29 to 45.
Okay.
That's what we're heading
All
to now.
All
Right. Another one.
See ya. All right. Anybody on the stream? 4 minutes going? All right. I'm gonna restart the stream because that was pretty clunky. Okay, here we are. See where I think there's legendary going on. How far is that? That's really far away. Is it? I can't tell where that is. Where is that? Is that the legendary? No, that's a muck. Oh, it's Edinburgh. That's way far off. What's the time on that? "51 minutes? It starts? Or has it started already?" Yeah, it's already started. Is there anything else coming up? Yeah, it's ongoing. Kind of need to get some more balls here. I think I'll just sit here and capture some balls. Let's see how many balls I got here. 6. Let's see if I can pick up some more. Every little bit helps, I guess. See what else is raids that are worth anything. All right. Let's see if I collected enough stuff there. 12 won't last long, but maybe do some catching here myself. I got to change my buddy. Lapras is, I don't think I'll ever get my Lapras up there, so let's change my buddy. Let's go buddy to no, let's not do him. Let's do well, I'm not going to put him in a gym anyways, so I'll walk with him. There we go. Okay. These guys didn't come out yet. Yeah, let's do this. Alrighty. Hopefully these will turn into a legendary around here. Yeah, I don't know if I should. I really don't care about like character. I'd rather fight something more important. Should be picking up. I'll walk over here and pick up these.
Nice stuff. By the way,
I think I'm up. I think I actually have a guy up here. See how many people are up here. 1, 2, 3. I think this is my guy. No? Maybe, yeah, that's me. Maybe just go up there. Nice cool day out. Good day for some exercise, getting a nice walk in. Yeah, you can pick it up. That game is laggy.
it was like my collection thing.
I think I'll go up here and just put in some berries. I'm surprised this gym isn't cleaned out. So we can use other berries. Is it giving me? Yeah, it's giving me 10s and Stardust for it. I really don't want to use up the other berries. That's pretty laggy. Spin it. Okay. Let's head back or walk around. It's 1 o'clock. Got a couple more hours, I think. I wonder if I should go back by the 5. Go back by the 5 or just pick up Pokemon. Well, nice to walk. It's a loud dog. It's a good distance away too. Yeah, there's a lot of people walking around. Plus, has been a little bit slow on picking up the stops. One, two, three. Hopefully something else will come up in this area. Hopefully there'll be a legendary over here. A lot of people walking around. Well, let's head this way. Do the big loop. Right now, this is really kind of how the game should be played. That there's enough guys to catch walking around, there's enough points to be had. To make this a big event, this is really how the norm should be for this game. As compared to seeing, 4 Pokemon on a walk. But aren't yeah, go pick up in a second. This morning I gotta. See if this guy's worth anything. Oh, that's pretty big. Let's see what the good berry and the yellow ball will get you nowadays. Oof. That's nice to see. How much do you get for that? 200? I don't know if that's anything fancy. It's just interesting I can see the stop from there. The Pokestop could see it, but I couldn't. What is the bird here? Is that the bat? Yeah. Let's see if I have any more red balls. Alright, let's see if I can spin this. It spin doesn't seem to be working right. Whew. I gotta make sure I hit all these spins. She's laggy. No doubt about it. Haven't seen too many upper level guys. Wonder if I can get my screen to brighten up. Bunch of crap. That's all I'm saying is a bunch of crap. Not a lot of red balls, I tell ya. Hey man, welcome to the feed. The reception is a little bit charky right now, but it will improve in a second. So bear with me as it. So, did you have success yesterday? Catch enough stuff? This is a pretty good cluster right here. So I'm using the plus. Let's see if I got how many red balls I got. That's a few. Let's see if this guy's any good. That's not bad. See if that catches up. All right. Let's see what we're on. I have to catch it this way. Let's see if we can catch them the other way. I'm coming back to a really good down here. Can't tell if it's catching or not. The game's running pretty glitchy right now. Let's see if I can pick up the stuff across the water. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Too bad it doesn't give you, show you what they are. That's really not worth anything. Should be able to pick up across the waterway over here. It's not. Now the reception will pick up. I'll catch these and move across. There really isn't anything that's spectacular anymore. You don't see. I mean, I saw a couple of Dratinis. See if anything I can see here that's spectacular. No, that's all garbage.
Yeah.
Must have started quite a long time ago.
Also, we already don't get along with them, so.
I really don't want to wonder if there's any room in this blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do love knocking out blue. Well, I'm moving into a really heavy construction noise. I think I'll stop the stream, catch some stuff here, maybe come back to the stream if there's legendary. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.